Freud tell us about how the human mind works, and what model?
Well, the model that he had, as it's already been described, was that there's an unconscious mind.
Right.
And this unconscious is just filled with all kinds of nasty impulses. And if these nasty impulses came out into your conscious mind, you'd feel really bad, or if you acted them out, you'd feel even worse. And so individuals developed what was called repression. This is a whole layer to cut down on the nasty impulses that were there. So I wanted to do some research to determine just what these hostile, sexual, bad things were, and to try to prove that Freud was right. So I decided that I would look at depression. Now, Freud and some of the other people felt that depression was due to hostility that people experienced, but ran up against this wall of repression and then got deflected downwards. Went into the unconscious. Now, it was believed at that time that the dreams were the royal road to the unconscious. So I thought, why not just look at the dreams, and we'll be able to pick up all of this hostility, and then we'll prove for the first time that Freud was right, using the techniques of modern psychology and modern science. Unfortunately, when I studied the dreams of depressed patients and compared them with non-depressed patients, depressed patients showed less hostility.
What did that tell you?
Well, it told me that either I didn't go deep enough, or the experiment was a failure.
Well, okay.
But it was an experiment.
It was an experiment. But I did notice something very interesting, and that is that in the dreams of the depressed patients, the scenario consisted of the patient being thwarted, deprived, diseased, deprecated, disparaged, and so on. In other words, the dreams portrayed the dreamer as a loser, as some type.
Right.
Well, when I asked the patients about the dreams, it turned out that this is the way these depressed patients saw themselves in their real life. And I thought, well, maybe I didn't get deep down into the unconscious, but I got something I could get a hold of. And so when I started to talk to these patients about all of their negative beliefs about themselves, it turned out these negative beliefs were exaggerated or totally wrong. And what I then called cognitive therapy consisted of getting them to evaluate whether a particular interpretation of a situation was correct, and to actually apply scientific principles, set up a hypothesis: I am no good, everything I do is wrong. Look for the evidence, look for the counter-evidence, look for specific incidents, and then do some kind of a behavioral experiment and see how it turned out.
Now, what